Hello and welcome to the Chosen Lifeline for Women. My name is Charmaine Jennings. I am your Chosen Life Specialist practitioner. Definitely like, share, and subscribe to ChosenLifeSpecialist.com and our YouTube channel. And so this episode is dedicated to wisdom, and I love it because the title of this one comes from the book of Proverbs, and it is dedicated to building a bridge. Imagine your closest friend, the closest person to you in life, right? They are furious at you. They are mad. They're upset. You did something. You said something. You didn't do something, or you didn't say something when you should have said something. But either way, a major offense has occurred, and now they are upset. Okay? They bring it to you. You know they're upset. They're not keeping it a secret. They are upset with you on fire. How do you build this bridge, right? We live in a society where it seems like, again, people, they will just, time will heal all wounds. Lie. That is not the truth. Time does not heal anything. Doing the work, all right, that's required to heal relationships must be done. Time is not going to do the work for you. So there is work, there's effort, there's things that have to be done to make sure that you recover when an offense or something has occurred in a relationship. So that's the first myth I want to bust right now. Time does not heal all wounds, okay? If anything, it can cause an infection. Sometimes the longer you wait, that wound isn't getting better. It's just going to get an infection because it's still open. It's still exposed, right? And so now you pretend like you have, you suppress it, you're pretending like it's not there, but it's there. Now you expose it to other elements. So if anything, suppressing, pretending like it didn't happen, and we're just going to move on. I just want to move on. People say that as well. Let's just move on. There is no moving on. It's a wound. And the wound needs ointment. It needs to be cleansed. It needs to be protected and guarded. You need to put some bandages on it to protect it from infection, all of those things. Relationships are the same way. When an offense occurs, time does not heal all wounds. You have to do the work, and you have to be invested in the process because it is a process. It will not heal overnight. So I want to give you the scripture from the book of Proverbs, our book of wisdom here at Chosen Life Specialist, that we rely on and that we strongly support, is Proverbs 18th chapter 19th verse. It says, an offended friend is harder to win back than a fortified city. I mean, a fort, a city that's guarded by a fort, okay? So an offended friend is harder to win back than a fortified city. That says a lot. That says a lot, okay? Arguments separate friends like a gate locked with bars. So we have to really look at this big, meaning the deeper that you are in a relationship with an individual, really the deeper the hurt, the deeper the wound, the more severe the wound is, because you don't expect the people who are closest to you to disappoint you, to let you down, to not be people of their word. So what happens when this happens? Are you good at the recovery process? Are you patient in this recovery process? And are you committed to the recovery process? And so that's what this scripture talks to us about, is that we have to be very careful, and we have to really exercise our forgiveness muscle. We have to really audit, what is it that you require to forgive someone? Are you expecting their participation in the process? When you want to be forgiven, what are your expectations? What do you do when you want to be forgiven? Is it just lip service? Is it just words? Like, how do you move and how do you operate? These are things that you want to ask yourself, because we all find ourselves on the opposite side of someone's offense. Someone's offended by something we did, we said, or something that we didn't say, or that we did not do. And so how then do we recover? And so these things are important to build a bridge. And I love this. An offended friend is harder to win back than a fortified city, and an argument separate friends like a gate locked with bars. And that's because our friends are people that we hold dear. We don't think they're supposed to hurt us, harm us. But in relationships, we are also uniquely different. We have different perspectives. We have different principles, different processes in the way that we do things. So offense is something that eventually will occur in every relationship. But the question becomes is, what is your work ethic? Are you willing to do the work to recover, right? And so the way that we are able to start doing that was be committed. Be committed to the restoration process. Be committed that that relationship should be more valuable than holding on your offense. It doesn't mean you scave over it. It doesn't mean you don't hold them accountable. It doesn't mean that it's okay if they don't take ownership or responsibility. But what it does mean is that you're going to be responsible for owning what's yours to own. You're going to be honest about the offense and what, why that occurred. You're going to own your circle of control and the things that you're able to do to shift your attitude, your decision making. Maybe this is a friend now that you just won't open up, they won't have the same access that they had, right? But is this offense worth throwing the relationship away? Other things that we can do is stop being so stubborn. Sometimes we want to just hold on to the hurt, hold on to our feelings. And by holding on to that, we are essentially releasing and letting go of the relationship, because the relationship will get sick and die. It will not recover. It will not heal because it's infected. Now we let the wound be exposed for too long. We thought time was going to heal it. It didn't, because time is not ointment. It's not medicine. It doesn't do anything but allow it to be exposed out there. And then sometimes now another infection has come. And now we started with one condition, and now we have 2, and we have 3, and we have 4. And then we want to let go our pride, right? And we want to hang on to love. We always want to point again our relationships back to God. Your friendship should be a reflection of your relationship with God. God will always forgive you. Like, He knows every hurtful offense that you're going to do for the duration of your life, and He still chooses to forgive you. And He expects us to operate with each other that same way. It does not mean that we get full access to the individual and everyone gets full access to you, but it does mean that you're at least willing to forgive this person, and you're willing to choose love, choose forgiveness, and choose to really just be open to the possibilities of the restoration and recovery process and what that would be. And so this is your chosen lifeline. It's talking about building bridges. And I hope that you are building bridges instead of burying bodies, meaning that you don't want to keep killing off relationships because you're offended, they get offended, and instead of doing the work, you know what, it's not even worth it. They're gone to me. They're buried. So you want to build a bridge instead of instead of doing the work of burying bodies. This is your chosen lifeline. My name is Charmaine Jennings. I am your chosen life specialist. Like, share, and subscribe, and book me for a session. Until next time.